Velma. Yeah. The release for Velma Season 2 has to be the most hopeless feeling release for anything I've seen in quite a while. From when I'm writing this, the season is just 12 days away from coming out and all we've gotten is a poster. And that is it. The trailer is probably not far away.
Or maybe they didn't even bother.
But my point is, the fact that they haven't put anything out when the season is this close from coming out really is saying a lot. I mean, to be fair, Warner Bros. Is pretty shitty at promoting things that aren't from the big leagues, but I digress. They really are just shitting this out and hoping no one notices. And that's hilarious. Still gonna watch it though. There was this one tweet I saw that was like, "Whoa, Knuckles and Velma are coming out in the same week? Which one are you watching?" Guess what I chose. So yeah, this is gonna be another mini review thing, considering that the next video I'm working on is gonna be a big one. So I don't want to leave you guys starving. Besides, I don't think there's much to say because this season will probably suck. It isn't even out yet, and I know it will suck. Why even need to introduce to you what this show is? Velma is nothing but an utter disaster of a show from the day it came out. You will not find a single person defending this show. It is the rare case of a show uniting all types of people so they can do nothing but talk about how much they hate it. That being said, I love this show. It is such an awful piece of media that it's really funny to me. I have never seen a show where I've had such a good time being completely infuriated by it. How do you do that? And I know I'm the only person who believes this. Mostly because everyone else is normal. But I just love eating shit like this up. Like the big man himself. If you want my extremely controversial opinion of the first season, yeah, no, it's awful. This show believes it's so ahead of its time with everything it does. Like, yeah guys, this ain't your kid's Scooby-Doo. Mostly because he's not in it. It's so painfully unfunny that it's almost inspiring. Every time I look at Velma, I feel a bit better. No, I'll never be worse than this. Every character is an unlikable asshole, especially Velma, which is kind of a problem considering she's the main character of the show. And the so-called mystery, you know, the entire hook of a Scooby-Doo show, yeah, no, that's practically non-existent. It's more so a shitty teen romance comedy that isn't very good at the romance nor the comedy. There is so much dumb romance shit in this show, and they focus more on that than the actual mystery, which is just kind of skimmed through or just solved without them doing anything. It's just a complete disaster. But it's not the worst thing in the world.
Though it's so fucking close at times.
Like, sometimes there's a joke that isn't awful. You know, it's still bad, but, you know, it could have been worse. And the animation is actually pretty decent. You know, it's good to know at least some people tried. And, yeah, no, that's it. So, it's not a horrible 0 out of 10. It's a proud 2 out of 10. Good job, guys. Now we have Season 2. And it's still not out yet. Okay, so the trailer just came out today, and it looks like the exact same show. Who would have guessed? Dude, they released all 10 episodes the same day. They didn't fucking care. In case you're wondering why that's bad, well, that's because in the first season, they had a weekly episode release. Season 2 sure didn't get that. Whatever, let's just talk about this shit. I'm not even gonna bother getting footage. I'm just gonna draw shitty PNGs.
Y'all watch that, right?
Oh yeah, also, spoilers for Velma Season 2. Yeah, no, this was shit. Let's start off with some positives. It is better than Season 1, I guess. I mean, there is a better attempt to have some sort of progression here. The mystery feels like an actual mystery. Whoa, crazy. The show still looks pretty good. There was this shot where Fred was fighting his mom, ghost thing, and it actually looked pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Especially some backgrounds, they can look pretty fucking good. Again, like I said, the artists were the only ones that were really trying here. And this might sound crazy, but there were moments where I chuckled. I'm shocked. I didn't know this show could do that, but hey, good job, I guess. Okay, those are all the positives, not a bitch.
It's not funny.
I know I just said this show made me chuckle a few times, but it's still not funny. Incredibly unfunny, even. Fred becomes Christian for like 2 episodes because, haha, the Christians are scamming him. Norville is struggling with hallucinations for killing Fred's mom, so his dad goes, "Gee, son, you look stressed. How about you smoke some of that weed I gave you?" But Norville doesn't wanna! You see, this is actually a hilarious reference to when everyone joked about Shaggy smoking that sweet kush. And the joke is that Norville, who is Shaggy, is the complete opposite of that.
Velma really peaked that comedy here, huh?
And speaking about these hilarious jokes these characters make, let's talk about the characters. Yeah, Velma is more tolerable here, and she's still somehow the worst. Fred is still an idiot. Norville is still the only tolerable character. Still a loser, though. Daphne's still the popular girl, so she has no character. But don't you worry, she explores herself with Amber, the new character and daughter from the Hex Girls. And it's kind of cool to see them here, but also, oh god, don't drag them into this too. Amber is just a know-it-all and weird. That's it, that's her character. Wow, amazing. If you expected that the characters would at least change for the better, boy do I have news for you. Yeah, no, every character's pretty much stayed the exact same, and the new cast doesn't really do much. But you wanna know what stayed the exact same? The stupid dumb romance shit from the first season. At first I thought they would actually progress Velma and Daphne's relationship, but silly me! See, Daphne starts changing because of Amber's influence, and Velma doesn't like that, so she's a complete ass to her. So in retaliation, Daphne cheats on her with Amber, except she didn't, she actually cursed her. You two are the worst. All the parents hook up and shit, and I don't care. Norville hooks up with one of the jar ladies for some reason. Until the finale, where she just kind of decides to be on limbo with them, because this show is horrible at romance. There's like 5 couples in this show and none of them have chemistry. Incredible. And by god, some of these people's acting is genuinely horrible. Mindy by far was the absolute worst one. And the thing is, I can kind of hear her as Velma, but by god, she did not care. I never heard a single iota of emotion out of her performance. Doesn't help that everyone else just sounds bored more than anything. How the fuck did they get Neil deGrasse Tyson? What? Whatever, you know what? Let's just focus on the mystery. Because while the mystery is better than the first season, it's still not very good. Wow, this show not being good at something? That's new. The mystery of this season is that someone's murdering men by chopping their dongs off. Okay. Like, you know where this is gonna go. Oh no, all the men are gonna go to war against the women. Oh no, they're gonna burn Amber because Velma posted about her and now they think she's a witch. Oh no, they're gonna burn Velma. Phew, took you long enough. I mean, oh no. Oh man, Norville's grandma might still be alive. Because she is. Nothing shocking about how any of this progresses. Which is what I would say if they actually progressed with the mystery and didn't stop a few moments for some dumb fucking side stories, like an episode where Daphne and Amber are oiling doors. And funny enough, this actually connects to the mystery and the other side plot, but they just go back to oiling doors! Or a side story where Norville is making a machine to remove his hallucinations so he doesn't have to be forced by his dad to smoke weed. Have I mentioned this show isn't funny? But you wanna know what's the funniest part about all of this? Is that in the final episodes, they actually progress stuff. And after all the dumb weed shit, the dumb science shit, and the doing a breakfast club, it's revealed that the murderer, it's motherfucking Scrappy Doo. They got Scrappy into this so they can go and make him chop people's schlongs off. And they still couldn't get Scooby-Doo. He's just a shittier version of the buff Scrappy from the live-action movies. But I'm so happy that he's here, because if they're just gonna completely fuck up everything Scooby-Doo stands for, they might as well just go all out. And they don't disappoint with Scrappy. Him being here over Scooby is good enough for me. Oh yeah, the whole Uncle Scooby thing was just kinda dumb. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect it whatsoever. It's Velma's stepmom, by the way. But it doesn't really make sense. It feels like it was just done for shock value. Like, for some reason, she came up with the idea of Scrappy because she thought it would be a great idea for Project Scooby so they can have a dog spying on meddling kids. Okay. Also, she was planning to escape with Scrappy. But in the exact same episode, she was gonna get married to Velma's dad? So, what the fuck was her plan? Oh yeah, it's revealed that Norval's grandma has Amber as her assistant so she could prove that ghosts are real and that Norval's hallucinations are real and ghosts are real and now they can possess people. This is revealed in the second to last episode, by the way. Now, this begs the question, why did none of the murders appear as ghosts so they can warn The dogs in my neighborhood just started barking. You think they're fans of Scrappy? Now, this begs the question, why did none of the murderers appear as ghosts so they can warn Velma about Scrappy? I don't know, man. This reveal was stupid. The only purpose this has is so Velma could kill Scrappy through possession. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention? Velma dies. Yeah, no, I'm serious. She dies and she kills Scrappy through possession. And that's how the season ends. She's just a ghost now. Bro, if this show doesn't get a third season, it ending on Velma dying is the funniest shit imaginable. And that's the real question everyone's having right now. Will this show get a third season? I don't know. But considering that this season got released all in one day under a studio that hates animation, the odds feel very against it. If anything, if this show really does get cancelled, I truly do feel bad for all the artists and animators who worked on this show that could be out of a job. Cause they really did a good job against all the odds. From what I've seen, the team had a real fun time making this, and in certain moments you can really feel that. If you are one of those people complaining about the designs and wishing that these people will lose their jobs for that, let me remind you that these people were hired for a job, and also this show could have looked so much worse. Be thankful it's not sore-eye to look at, and also stop blind hating shit like this. Anyways, this was boring as fuck. I don't know how, but this season being better made it less enjoyable. I was just mostly bored out of my mind, and it felt like a huge waste of my time. Though if season 3 comes out, you know your boy's gonna be there day one. So yeah, guys, I'm proud to announce I'm giving Velma season 2 a 3 out of 10. Let's go, boys. Let's go. They listen. Oh no. I'm stuck in this loophole of garbage. Please don't be like me. Escape the realm of darkness. Escape the demons. Escape Velma before it's too late!